Yeah, I'll tell you the story because it's it's such an embarrassing moment for myself. Um, those days, um, there was a player, Ulrich Wilson, his name was or is. He came to Ipswich on trial. I think he stayed half a year, uh, and it was in the newspaper, so your newspaper, that he was coming over on trial. So a player at Ipswich asked me, Romeo, can you ask him to get some some videos? I said, no problem, because here in Holland, it's, you can get it from everywhere. And in England, it wasn't. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Um, so I rang Ulrich and said, can you get some videos? And so for the lads, for one of the lads, not the lads. And and he said, yeah, no problem. What he done, he just went to the shop last moment and he just put it in his suitcase. The first thing when the customs open it, they will see videos. So that was Ipswich. He flew into Ipswich, and he got stopped. Of course, they opened his suitcase, and they saw this video, and he didn't know either. It wasn't allowed, and I didn't know either. So he went out and he said, "Well, this is for Romeo Zondervan," and I was there with my little kid. He was about 6, 7, 6, and I got arrested for that. But funny, strange enough, I went home not thinking about. No. They took me to Felixstowe. They took me to Felixstowe. I had to pay a fine. I think £450 those days, something like that. And I went home. But the next day, I went to. I was living in Tottenham. I went to the training sessions, and just before I left, I just left actually. The newspaper, The Sun. I don't know how they found out, what. They were standing with my wife, who had a little kid, just being born at the time, at the door, knocking on the door, the newspapers, and asking my wife, "Do you always look at these pictures and together and all this?" So my wife slammed the door, and I went, of course, training session, but I had my name on my car, Romeo Zondervan. So I went to after training, I went into town. Strange enough, funny enough, how do you want to call it? Not far from where they were, The Sun, they saw my name and they waited for me. So they asked me questions, and I said, get off and all this. And next day, it was big in the center page, it's The Sun saying, Romeo Zondervan porno something. And I had nothing to do with it, but I took the blame because I didn't want to tell the newspapers anything who asked me. So I took the full blame for everything. And we had to play Man United the next game. And there was, chanting all this, Romeo Porno King and all this. And I didn't hit the ball. The manager took me off because I was so down. Yeah. I didn't play well at all. But I never ever mentioned the name of the player who asked me for this video. And up till now, I never mentioned his name. So I took the full blame for everything.